the right information you need to go ahead and better your future. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the one and only the MLM legend himself. Distributor number 001, the one who first started this amazing company. Door by door, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the one and only Mr. Armand Puyolt.
How's everybody doing here at Total Life Changes, my friends? Thank you very much for being on the call here at the Power Hour with Armand, Puyolt. My friends, we are really doing something that's powerful. I mean, and just we're moving with every single day right now with numbers that are just amazing. And I think every single one of you, I thank you very much for all the work that you are doing within this company, my friends. It's just awesome, awesome, awesome. You know, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So we have to move forward with our goals every single day of our lives, my friends, because that's what we're at for. That's what we're doing. You know, people don't understand about choosing a goal and sticking to it, because you know, it really changes everything. And you know, when you don't understand that certain point, my friends, is that, you know, when you don't understand that it's, you know, it really can change everything by sticking to the goal. It becomes very just like something that's lingering outside of you, and it's just going to stick somewhere, and it's not going to move at all. So we got to start moving with our goals and making them happen every single day of our lives, my friends. You know, I wanted to today really touch on the comp plan, because there's a lot of questions out there today that I've been seeing, especially through that, you know, a lot of threads on Facebook, a lot of chat rooms, and a lot of things. And yes, I do read a lot of that stuff as it's going through, and you know, I do sometimes giggle and laugh sometimes when people are saying the wrong things, and I'll jump in sometimes when they're actually misrepresenting what the common plan is doing. But you know, I really do believe that every single one of you should know the comp plan. It is very important, my friends. A lot of people, especially the questions would be, is how to, you know, does the fast start bonus or the business builder packs pay 50% every single time or not, or, you know, or how's the customer bonus? Why did I not get paid on customers, or why did I not get paid 50% every single time my distributor buys something? You know, some errors like that is just, you know, it could be from maybe leadership, my friends, maybe misquoting the comp plan, or it could be from just people misunderstanding it. You know, I'm not here to blame anybody, so we're not going to do that. But it's very powerful once you know how the comp plan works. Okay, and I want you to understand that the comp plan is very easy. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try to do this without using any PowerPoints on the screen, okay? And I'm going to keep it without PowerPoints. And the reason I'm going to do that is so you can see how simple it is, okay? Now, before we get started, I want you to know that every single one of you, and I really do recommend this, okay? From the get-go, get everybody to either like my Facebook page. It's not that I need the likes. Trust me, I got over 11,000 likes. I'm not looking for more likes. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people to be connected. That way they have the door to ask the questions. I mean, if somebody asks the questions and you do not know the answer, guide them to me. I'm okay with it. I will answer those questions for them. And that's one of the things that we have to work together as a team. And I'm not telling you that I need that much work. Trust me, I don't. But yet, it's welcome if somebody is just needs that clear information. So guide them to the Facebook page, where it says facebook.com/Armand Puyolt. That's ARMAND, just like Armando, no O, okay? In PUY, that's P as in Porter, UYOLT. That, and it's right there. It's just T as in Tom, by the way. Okay, so if you go just Armand Puyolt, that's my public page. If you want to go to just Puyolt, is my Facebook page. Go ahead and send me messages, and I prefer if you send me messages or private messages on the personal one, not the public one, because I see those on my phone wherever I am at around the world, and I can answer those. Okay, and I will answer every single one of those. I will always promise you that. Now, here's the issue here. People do not understand the comp plan. And to me, it's very important, if you're running a business, that you know how the business runs. Because the last thing you want to do is call in a call center, for instance, total life changes. And as it is, it takes forever to get on the call right now. And then once you get on, you figure out or you find out that guess what? You were wrong from the get go, and you're asking for something that was not even in complaint. And when things like that happen, and it happens every single day, trust me, every single day, it happens on the calls that we get at Total Life Changes. So it is very important we start learning. And I am, by the way, we are going to start making some Complan videos. And I am going to start working on those as of this week. So we are going to come out, but they're not going to be Complan videos that you're going to go and present to a brand new prospect. This is going to be more detailed, more something like a training video only for within the distributors. So you can see how that Complan works from A to Z. Okay, so remember that's coming out, and we're going to do some. It's going to probably be a 3-parter, so you guys can understand that. It's going to be probably maybe even 6-part. I mean, we'll have one part is customer bonus, one part will be the residual income side of it. The other part is how the binary works, and on and on and on and on. I think it's very important. So please look for that. If you are a friend or if you like my Facebook page, you will see those first. I'm telling you right now. Those will be published on those pages first automatically. Okay, so let's get done. Let's get going. We're going to talk right now, basically of the comp plan. Okay, we all know the 50-50-50 plan that we've been pushing ever since the beginning, and that's a simple way of doing the comp plan. I'm telling you right now, if you're going to talk about the comp plan and you don't know the comp plan, just talk about the 50-50-50 plan. Why is that? Because everybody understands that part. Okay? Everybody understands, so the simplicity of 50-50-50. If you maintain it that simple, 50-50-50, everyone gets it. Now, people ask me, Armand, why do you always done the 50-50-50 plan and don't do the binary, don't do everything? Look, even though I designed the comp plan, even though I know how the comp plan worked from the back of my head, with my eyes closed and looking behind my back. I know it all right? That's fine. But I do understand one thing: human instinct, and the human quality of every single person that's never been in a network marketing company. The first thing when you show them a binary or you show them a network marketing structure, the first thing in their mind is pyramid. First thing. And you can't take that out of their mind. They're not listening to anything else. So I try to forget about that. Don't let me, even though the powerful part about the comp plan, I don't talk about in any meeting where there's new people. I will never talk about the binary. I will never talk about how the network marketing structure works. Right? I don't want questions. I don't want people misunderstanding or having misrepresentation of what it is. See? So it's very important for you to understand that. If you're working and if you're doing a comp plan in front of people, people ask you to sit down, just talk about 50% customer bonuses. And yes, it's customer bonuses on the points purchased, by the way. There's a big misrepresentation of people thinking it's on the dollar figure, okay, of that you purchase. It is not. And I'll talk to you more about that later. So it's 50% on the points, okay? So it says 40 points. That means it's $20 back to you automatically. Customer bonus, 50%. So just talk about the customer bonus. Talk about the fast start bonus. That means as people come into the business, my friends, the very first thing they're going to understand is that they buy a business builder pack, they earn a 50% fast start bonus. Okay, that's very simple too. And then I'll touch on that in a little bit when we're going to go through the whole comp plan right now. Okay, and then I'll talk about the 50% check match bonus. That's every single person that you directly sponsored, you will earn a 50% check match bonus. See, 50-50-50. If you talk to everyone, you can do the comp plan in less than 5 minutes and everybody signs up. Why? Because there's no questions. People understand that stuff. That's simple. You tell somebody, you sell this for $40, you earn $20 because it's 40 points. Okay, People go, I get it. See? The less questions they have, it's easier for them to sign up. Just that simple. Okay? So always maintain the 50-50-50 plan wherever you're talking about the comp plan to people. Now, for training purposes now, after they're in the business, I will go through a very detailed comp plan version of what we are doing. And that's what we're going to talk about today, okay? The detailed part. So we're going to talk about first, and we're going to go through the steps, okay? We're going to go through, number one, customer bonuses, okay? How does customer bonuses work? Very simple, my friends. Customers bonuses work like this, okay? Everything you sell does not have a wholesale or a retail cost. So, if you are selling tea costs $40 for the retail customer, and it costs $40 for you as a distributor. There's no wholesale, there's no retail. You got that? Simple, right? Now, the tea has 40 points. For instance, Delgada is $45 that the customer will pay, and so will you. But it has 40 points. So you will only get back 50% on the points. So if Delgada has 40 points, you're only getting back customer bonus $20. Okay? And it's basically like that. Every single product we have is 40 points. Techui, 40 points. ACG, 40 points. You got Delgado, 40 points. Just about everything across the board is 40 points, except for, obviously, Resolution, which is 100 points. And you got Chaga, which is 100 points. And then you got maybe Ayasa Oil, which is 15 points. See? So you gotta understand those little things. You gotta understand what the point value is. The last thing you want to do is go buy an Ayasa Oil for $30. It gives you 15 points. And you're getting 750 back, and then you're going, what happened to the rest of that money? Because I was expecting $15. So you got to understand it's based on points, okay? Now, every customer bonus, for instance, everybody who buys a product as a customer, and you're a customer, you earn 50% on the point value that they purchased. And then 25%, listen to this, if it's 40 points they bought, you get 20 points back. Okay, that's $20, because it's $1 per point. $20 back as a customer bonus. And then from there, you get $10 or 10 points toward your pay rate. That's 25%. Okay? So out of the 40, you get 25% that goes directly into your pay rate, even if your customer is not there. Okay? How cool is that? That's pretty cool, because that means it helps you where you need it the most. Because where you need the volume, in your pay leg, your qualifying leg, the leg that needs to get bigger so you become a director, so you become an executive, so you become a regional, so you become a global, so you become an ambassador. You need your points right there. Okay? Very simple. Okay? So we're going to move on forward. So the customer bonus, just to recap a little bit, pays out 50% on the points as customer bonus. And then also pays out 25%, my friends, to your pay leg in points. Okay? Wherever your pay leg is. If this week is the right leg, it'll land on the right leg. If the next week is on the left leg, it'll land on the left leg the next week. So whatever the week ends and it's your pay leg, guess what? It's going to flow onto that leg that you needed the most. Okay? That's the way the customer bonuses work. Now, there's no limits how many customers you can have. There's no limits, my friends, how much money you can earn as a customer bonus. Okay? Now, we're going to talk about the next step. Now, that was customer bonuses. Now, let's move forward, my friends, to the binary. Okay? The residual income side of it. Some people do not understand how a binary works. And I want to really get very clear on how a binary works, okay? Because we have a 3-leg binary, and it's very important for you to understand, first of all, how a 2-leg binary works within every single other company. I mean, you see a lot of companies out there that have binaries. I mean, they all started directly from the Monavi from years back ago. That's where that was the father of the binaries. And then from there everybody just expanded and created something pretty cool. Okay, so this is how we're going to start working it. Okay, how does a binary work? Binary basically works, my friends. Give me 1 second here. A binary usually works like this. Binary works like this, my friends. It's, let's just say your position. Okay, let's go slow on this. Let's just say your position right now, your business center. Okay, the one with your name on it. Okay, every single business center, every single square you see in the binary with a name on it. Okay, with an IBO, every single IBO is 50% the company's, 50% yours. We are 50% partners with you. Okay, so why is that? And how do we get paid now on the binary? Okay, so we're gonna elaborate a little bit stronger, and you're gonna see this more with graphics as we put the videos out, because it's very important how this works and you to understand how binary works. Basically, if we were owners, we were partners. Let's just say me and you of a shoe store, okay? And at the end of the day, we made $100 profit. I believe, as me and you partners, $50 is yours, $50 is mine, right? That's the way regular business is. It's the exact same way Total Life Changes is with you with the binary, okay? The binary, Total Life Changes doesn't make money off the sale of the item. They make money when you make money. It's just that simple, okay? That's how that's how Total Life Changes makes itself money as a company. Look at this. If you have a binary and you have, for an example, 1,000 points on your right leg, okay? Just imagine this, 1,000 points on your right leg. And then you got 1,000 points, my friends, on your left leg. Let me kind of turn on the camera here for those of you who are on, okay? I hope you guys can see me clearly. If you have basically 1,000 points on one side and 1,000 points on the other, okay? Very important. Or let's fix that, okay? Let's make it different. Let's just say you got 1,000 points on one side and 500 points on the other side, okay? Let's just say the left leg has 500, the right side has 1,000, okay? So you're getting paid now of 500 points, okay? So you're going to get paid, let's just say the minimum is 10%. Out of 500 points, you get $50, okay? That $50, that line goes to zero at the end of the week, and it starts with zero because it paid you off those 500 points. Now, on the leg that's 1,000 points, the company will take 500 points from those 1,000, okay? So you understand? And the company will get paid exactly like you, $50. And those 500 points will disappear because the company got paid on it, and the 500 points are left over on that 1,000 leg, right? So those 500 points is what the following week you start with. You understand that? That's the carryover volume. Okay? That carryover volume is what you're going to start in the following week. That's pretty important for you to understand that. Okay? And then it keeps doing that and replicating that every single week. So the company gets paid when you get paid. See? Very simple, right? So it's very just in the manner that we build the business together. Okay? So it's very important. Okay? Now, if you're looking at the binary now, and now you're looking at let's look at the smaller leg that you have. Okay, that's the leg, not the stronger leg. It could be either one of the week, but we'll look at this week's, your weaker leg. If your weaker leg, my friends, you're getting paid now on that small leg, whatever volume you have on it. Okay, so if you have a carryover volume on the other side, and it keeps carrying over and carrying over and carrying over, let's just say after a few weeks you have 5,000 points accumulated on this side, you keep building on that side while you get paid on this one. This one, when you get a superstar, as an example, and he starts making a lot of volume, a lot of points on the small leg, then you start accumulating. When this leg becomes bigger than the one accumulating all those points by itself, then you get clear all those points out. You understand that? Hope I made sense then. Okay? This is pretty difficult without a graphic. But yet, every single time you have a pay leg, whatever your percentage is, if you are a director, you get paid 12%. If you're not, it's 10%. If you're an executive, 14% on whatever volume is on the shorter leg. So always maintain that and always know where you at when you're finishing your week. Okay? Very important all the time. Now, this is something that is very important. You must know, and you got to tell everyone on your team, if you do not get binary qualified by the time the week ends, okay? What ends up happening, you need somebody that is direct to you on your right and direct to you on your left that has a minimum purchase 40 points, okay? You to qualify yourself is 40 points, minimum. You can qualify with more, even better, but you need 40 points on your spot with that active. And then from there, you need somebody on the right and somebody on the left with 40 points. Very important. Because look, if they are not qualified, and always remember this, and I'm going to be emphasis on this because the company is going to start really making this a part of what, it's always been written, have not been doing it. They have not been doing this, but the new system is going to start kicking it in. So you got to know this. If you're not binary qualified, the points that you have accumulated in your power leg will erase. Okay? Will fade away to zero. So you got to keep yourself qualified on each side. Okay? Always remember that. So 40 points, somebody direct to you. 40 points on the other side, somebody direct to you. Very simple. Okay? You got that. Now, binary is very important because as your binary is growing, your rank is growing. Once you reach on the smaller leg 1,000 points, you will become a director. Once you reach 5,000 points, you will become an executive. Once you reach 10,000 points, you will become a regional director. Once you reach 20,000 points, you will become a national. Okay? So it's very important how you're growing because it's based on the volume on your smaller leg. Okay? We got that? So it's very, very important. Okay? So that's how a binary works. And it's a very simple, I didn't go into too much detail because of time, but yet you kind of get the basics of it. That's how it works. And in the video, you guys will see a more detailed version in how everything works with the art and the graphics that I think will be more detailed. Okay? Now, let's jump into the next bonus. Okay? The next bonus is fast starts. The fast start bonus, my friends, is the initial purchase when somebody signs up to the business. It could be either a $40 purchase. Yes, people can sign up with a minimum number of $40, one item. I know a lot of people are saying $100 minimum or $200 minimum. Now, officially, it's $40. I'll be honest with you. Okay. Now, people can sign up with $40 to the business, but yet I don't recommend it because if they don't have product to move, they're not going to do the business. You're just setting them up for failure. So they do need more product. So always remember that. But they can sign up for a minimum of $40. Okay. So if somebody signs up, with let's just say $100 pack, or let's just say $1,000. Let's keep the numbers with $1,000. When somebody signs up with $1,000, you automatically make $500 fast start bonus, and it works exactly like the customer bonus we just talked about. Okay, so it's not that different. You're going to get a 50% on the box. So it's pretty cool because the box is priced at $1,000, even though it may have more or less points in it, depending on the purchase box. So it's on a dollar to dollar basis on most boxes there. So you will make a 50% fast start bonus. From there, you will also make 25% of points that will flow into the leg that person is on. This time it's not your pay leg like at the customer side. It'll flow exactly into where that person is really on. So if he's on your right side and you record him on your right side, it'll come up on the right side. See, if you recruited him on the left, the volume will come up on the left. So you will kind of see that as you're putting people into the business. Okay. So that's very simple because the same thing as a customer bonus, but it's just now it's more of a packages. No, the other cool thing about a fast start bonus is that you can get the same bonus every single time they buy a package. So let's just say they buy a $1,500 pack tomorrow, make $750 fast start bonus. Let's say they buy another one a week from now, you make another $750 fast start bonus. Let's just say they buy one a year from now, you make another $750 fast start bonus. Every single time they buy a business builder pack, you will always make a fast start bonus. Okay? Very clear on that, right? Very simple. And so always remember that. And it always, every time they buy a business builder pack, you will always make 25% to your binary automatically. Wherever they are, it'll roll up line. Okay? From that person, they'll see it up line all the way up. Okay? Very, very simple. Okay? So now let's move. We already touched on customer bonus, residual income on your binary, and now we're moving to fast start. Now we're moving now to the next bonus, check match bonus. And the way the check match bonus works, my friends, is very, very simple. And whatever your direct or your direct sponsored person is, let's just say you sponsored a number one. Number one, you sponsored him on the right or left or wherever it is. He could be in your pay leg. He could be in your power leg. Doesn't matter where he's at. But you sponsored this gentleman. Whatever he earns on the binary, okay? Let's be very specific here. So if he's earning 10% on the binary, whatever he earned in his binary, you're going to earn 50% check match bonus. So if he earned on the binary alone, he earned $50, you're going to make $25 of him. If he earned, let's just say, $20,000, you get $10,000 from him. And it doesn't matter if the person lapped you. For instance, he has a bigger rank than you now. Because you sponsored him, you will still make that 50% check match bonus. So, for an example, let's just say you brought in an Armand Puyolt, okay? And he already went all the way with the comp plan, so he's making 20 grand just on binary alone, okay? Then what ends up happening is that you still make 10, even though you're making on your binary, and your personal binary only $20, or only $200. If you're only making $200, and I'm making, let's just say 20,000, that's not a problem. You're still tech matching me $10,000. Okay, is that simple? Very simple. So as more people you bring in, and you just understand this, the more people you bring in, the more money you will make. Why? Because even if you bring 1,000 people only making $40, the minimum here in the company a week, you're check matching each of them $20. That means you're making 20 grand. That's $20 times 1,000 people making the minimum. That's $20,000. It's a numbers game. Okay? The more people you bring in, the more money you will make. Is that simple? Simple enough, right? So the more you understand that, my friends, it becomes a very simple game to do, to make, to succeed. So you understand that the more people you're bringing into the company, the more money you're bringing into your pocketbook. Okay? So that's very, very simple. Check match bonuses works on your first level. Everybody you directly sponsored, okay, you will start making a 50% check match. Now, to qualify for the check match bonus, you must be qualified director. Okay? That means you have at least 1,000 points in your pay leg to be able to qualify for the check match. This is very important because a lot of people think they're only going to get check match right away just by signing up. No, they have to become a director. That's what we got to push everybody to director status so they earn that 50% check match bonus. Okay? Now, you have a second generation check match bonus. On the second generation check match, my friends, you start earning 10% as a director. Second generation, that means the directs of your direct people. Okay? Very simple. Second generation. So if your direct people were your kids, the directs of your direct becomes your grandkids in the business, right? So second generation, 10% as a director. As an executive director, you make 20% check match on them. As a regional director, you make 30% check match bonus on them. As a if you move up to a national director, you make 50%. As a global, you make 50%. So every time you go up a rank, you start making 10% more on your second generation until you max out 50% first level, 50% second level on your check match bonus. So it becomes pretty massive pretty quickly, my friends. And we start making some really great money very, very fast. Now imagine if you have 1,000 people that you're making $20 on in each one, and that's 20 grand in your pocket. But every single one of those 1,000 has 1,000 people too by the end of the year. How many? And you're making like 10 to 50% on them also. That becomes massive. I'm telling you right now, it becomes massive money. And that's the reason we got to concentrate and bring in the numbers in. Doesn't matter if they're superstars or not. The more people we bring into the business, even if they're earning the minimum, even if they're earning just $40, you're making a check match bonus. See what I'm talking about? So that's very important, friends, to understand that part. Okay? Now, the next part in the comp plan, we already touched on customer bonuses, residual income, which is the binary. We already touched on faster bonus. We already touched on the check match bonus. The next one is the lifestyle bonus that we have. Okay? To hit the lifestyle bonus, it's very simple. The company will give you $1,500 a month. And this is a monthly bonus. Every other bonus is a weekly bonus. This is a monthly bonus. So the only way to hit this is at the beginning of the month. Every month, you must have hit, if you go back 4 weeks, you must have hit 3 of those weeks of the 4. You must have hit, national director. You must have gone to national director status 3 of the 4 weeks. If you accomplish that, that will give you that $1,500, in bonuses. Now, what can you use this money for? You can use this money for anything you want to use. For instance, it could become, a car bonus if you wanted to. It could become, a meeting room money bonus. It could become a flight bonus so you can go anywhere and visit your team. It can become whatever you need it for. That's why it's called lifestyle. Just to help out where you need the money the most. Okay? So from there, that's how that bonus works. It's very, very simple. So you have to understand that the comp plan is that simple. Okay, we're not talking about something that's very difficult. We're talking about the comp plan. It's very simple. And, I want you to understand how simple it is. Okay, it's very black and white here. Now, we're going to go to the next bonus. Okay, which is basically, my friends, as you're reaching ambassador. Okay, when you reach ambassador, remember that power leg that we had, the big power leg bonus. Well, that power leg, that keeps accumulating from day one that you come in. Well, all that accumulation in that binary, my friends, will start rolling out at 1%. So when that happens, guess what? It's like you just hit the jackpot. Ka-ching. Your check will be massive. You're getting 1% of 1 million points, 1% of 2 million points, 1% of, let's just say 5 million points. What kind of money is that? And there's no limits how that ends up. See what I'm talking about? Now, here's a few rules that we have to keep ourselves on. And that's, by the way, that's all the comp plan. That's it. That's nothing else. That's the whole comp plan in a very short time, and as detailed as possible as I can give it to you. But now there's a few rules here, okay, that you have to maintain and you have to know, okay? You must always become active. Like I told you before, make sure that your binary qualifies so you don't lose the points. That's the number one rule. That means you must have somebody on your left and somebody on your right that's qualifying with 40 points minimum. You have to qualify with 40 points minimum yourself. Now, if you want to become a director, you must qualify your personal spot with 80 points. And it's not $80, by the way. Don't buy all this coffee thinking it's $80 when coffee has less points. So for instance, out of $17 at Latin style cost, it's only 10 points. So don't believe that $17 is what's going to count. No, it's based on points. You need 40 points minimum, but to become a director, you need 80 points. So I recommend everybody being on an 80-point minimum automatically. Okay? If you're going to go over that, if you're going to hit regional director, you need 120 points. Okay? And that's the top amount of personal volume that you need. You don't need more than 120 points a month. Okay? Always keep that in mind. But Do not get to the point that you're going to be a director and forget to qualify yourself with 80 points. You will miss the rank. Okay? Very important. Qualify yourself now with 80 points. I mean, it's only $40 more. You're still getting the product. That's fantastic. Do not miss out on that $40. That extra $40 that you're buying, because that can mean the difference from earning a whole lot of money from check match, from the extra binary income, from everything else, the second level generational check match, and you're going to lose all that if you didn't get that $40. I'm telling you right now, do not miss that. Okay? Now, the other thing that you have to keep in mind, my friends, is that there is a $20,000 cap in the binary. Okay? Just the binary alone. So if you reach $20,000 in binary income a week, by the way, okay, this is a weekly income, $20,000. Once you reach that, you're capped. Okay, that means you start making 20 grand. That's all you're going to make in your binary. But now you're not capped in check match bonuses. So that what that means is the more people you help, and you help them grow, and you help them max out a binary. For instance, the more people you help get to $20,000 in income, binary income, you're check matching them $10,000 each one, so you're not capped. And you start helping others grow, and others grow, and others grow. So it's kind of like you want to keep growing, you want to keep growing your income, you got to help more distributors get to the top, get to the top, get to the top. You understand? Very simple. So you got to understand that point. It's very simple. Okay? And then, my friends, most people do not understand one thing, is that you have to maintain yourself active with whatever products we have. Don't think because you're not getting the tea, maybe because it's backdated, or you've already got charged 2 to 3 weeks of, 3 months of tea or something you have not gotten, or whatever it is. Change your auto ship to something else that's going to arrive if you want to. But if you cancel your auto ship, what's going to end up happening is you're going to lose the points. Everything you worked for, you're going to have to start over. Do not do that. And I'm telling you right now, not that I want to keep you buying. I don't. It's not my point. We got over 400,000 distributors in this business right now. I'm not wanting you to just buy. I want you to be successful. Okay, that's my point. And I don't want you to start over when you have something good going. Okay, no matter where you're at in this binary, my friends, just remember that you gotta maintain what you have. If you're not getting the tea, change your product. As a matter of fact, call the company and tell them, you know what, I have 5 orders of tea that have not arrived. Can you change those for Nutriverse? Can you change those for Strike Up? Can you change those for whatever? Have them change it so you get all your orders already. Okay? Don't just be waiting for the tea. When the tea comes, you're going to be able to order it anyway. So don't worry about it. Okay? So I really want to embellish that a lot, because a lot of people are just sitting and they're not doing nothing because they're waiting for the tea. Don't wait for tea. I'm telling you right now. Now, the other thing I want to touch on is, and I want to recommend, do not buy NT online. Okay? Very important. There's a lot of stuff online that people are trying to take advantage of you guys, because there's no tea for us. They're trying to sell you stuff that is not from Total Life Changes. Okay? It is getting a lot of people very sick. And I do not recommend you to buy anything unless it comes directly from the company. Okay? And that's very important. Because the last thing you want is somebody who was going to be a superstar getting sick, going to the hospital, and saying, you know what, I don't want to do the business with you. See what I'm saying? So it's very important to make sure that the quality you are getting is coming directly from the company. Okay? Not from nobody else. Because you know what? If it comes from eBay or it comes from Amazon, which nobody should be on if they're a director, you can get your IBO shut off, by the way, if you get found that you're on one of those, or online selling them. You know what? If you buy from one of those, we can't guarantee you're getting Total Life Changes product. Anybody can make a bag. Anybody can do whatever they want and mimic whatever it is. What's inside is what counts. And it's very, very, very important that you maintain the quality with your people. Okay, do not give them garbage. And so that's one thing, because we're getting a lot of people complaining because they bought it online from eBay and Amazon, and they're not getting the quality. They're not getting the tea that it is. It's coming at different colors or whatever it is. And they're complaining, and then when we find out where they purchased it, they says Amazon, or they purchased it from a distributor on whatever list or whatever it is. Okay, so be careful where you're getting your tea. I mean, I would not feed my kids food that I didn't know where it came from. It's just as simple. I would not give my family anything that I don't know where it came from. I would rather make sure it's backed up and I know the quality that's coming in. Okay, because anybody can put a tea bag in a bag. But if you're giving them senna, or you're giving them some other tea that is laxative, you know what? You take that, a lot of that, guess what? You end up going to the hospital with bleeding intestines and stuff like that. That I don't want that happening to any of you. Okay, so be very, very careful. Okay, so I think I touched on everything in the binary. I think I touched on everything in the comp plan. I hope, and I hope, my friends, that I answered most of your questions in this conference right now. But I would love to, I coming up with Mike Factor. He has canceled out right now, and so we have an extra hour here that we can really play with if you want. I would love to take some questions only on the comp plan. And if you want to ask your questions, go ahead and type in your questions into the chat line right here where the group chat is at IASA Live, or you can literally go into your IASA Live Facebook page and start asking some questions on that. We're trying to get them all answered. Let's see here. I know Lisa's is on. I know Chris is on. You can send your questions directly to Chris if you want. You can send your questions directly to Ulises Alanis. You can send your questions to Rachel, who is also Rachel Small, who is on the line also. She can help out right now. Anybody. We really want to get if we have some time, let's make it a Q&A right now on the comp plan, okay? We'll not accept anything else, just comp plan right now. We want to keep this streamlined, and I want to make sure you guys get your answers. So anybody on right now let's get Chris. You got any questions there, or Rachel? Can you unmute yourself? Let's see here. Okay, fantastic. Very good.
Can customer volume help achieve ranks?
One of the questions is that Elisa's got right now is, can customer volume help achieve a rank? Okay, yes, it can, because the more customer volume you have, 25% of the customer points that they purchase will go into your pay leg. So that starts accumulating. By the end of the week, that becomes volume that helps you achieve rank. As a matter of fact, we have people that don't have anybody on the right, don't have anybody on the left. By the end of the week, because all the customer bonuses, they became a director, okay? Because they have 1,000 points based on only customers. All they did was qualify with 40 points on one side, 40 points on the other one, and they actually achieved director status on both sides, okay? Okay, Barbara, you're asking what is a QV? Like say, IASA Oil has a volume of 15, and the QV is 40. Okay, well, basically it means is that the qualifying value is what qualifies you. Like, you have to qualify yourself with a minimum of 40 points to be qualified. So if it has a QV of 40, that means it's 40 points. It will qualify you for that month auto ship. Okay, that's all it means. It doesn't stand for anything else. So the 15 points that it gives you volume, that's the 15 points that you're going to get paid on. So you're going to get 50% if it's a customer. Let's just say it's 15 points. Of that is $750. Or if you buy it on your auto ship, it's 15 points that goes upline for that, or 100% of that. Okay. Tori Jackson.
The back office on the carryover volume, what does WLV stand for?
That is the carryover volume that is carried over from the previous week. So, for instance, if you look at that carryover part, you'll see that the following week, where's that W, like LV, and then whatever the regular LV volume will combine itself and then add together to go to up another step. So whatever the current volume is for that leg, and then whatever the carryover volume is, which is that W, will kind of mesh together and go up as they add each other. Okay, no problem. Tori Jackson asks, what happens once you make a rank and you get paid out for the week holiday? Okay, do you have to start over in the binary? No. Every week we all start with zeros in the pay leg. Okay, so every week, Tori, you have to reach the rank that you are at. If you're pushing in the volume, let's just say it's a business, let's just say it's a McDonald's. Every week in your McDonald's, your volume goes up and up and up if you're running the business correctly. So the more volume that it gets in, the following week you'll be hitting the same numbers. The next week, the same numbers. The next week, same numbers. And they'll be gradually growing. So the faster you get them up, the more rank you're going to hit, the bigger the rank you're going to hit. Now, when you hit, let's just say, director status, okay, you will get grandfathered into director status for 5 weeks. Only the very first time that you hit that rank. It's very important. Very first time, the company will recognize you as a director for 5 weeks and pay you on director status for 5 weeks. After that grandfathering, the first time you hit it, that what ends up happening is that once you hit it 1 week, you get paid for it. If you don't hit director, you won't get paid for as director. If you hit the following director, you get paid for director that following week. You only get paid when you qualify that personal week. Okay, very important. Now the next rank you hit, let's just say executive, you'll get that grandfathering for 5 weeks again. So we know all weeks you're going to hit it with 1. You'll still have 3 short weeks, but you have 5 weeks to really raise the volume on your other weeks so you can keep getting that executive status, and on and on. So next time, after the 5 weeks is over, then you get paid on executive status. When you hit executive status, when you hit director, you get director status. If you don't hit either one, you get paid on affiliate. So it all depends on where you're at. Okay, very simple. Any other questions there?
Joe Taylor asks, what did you say about reps needing to become binary qualified and enter a time frame?
Yes, every Thursday night. As you know, you have to be qualified by Thursday night. That's it. Yeah. So when you have to end your Thursday, making sure that you're always qualified in the binary. You always have somebody on your left, somebody on your right. You know, one of the things that I've always told my leaders, for instance, and actually all the leaders, you guys are all my leaders. To be honest with you, I got everybody's in my binary. The whole company's in my binary. So as we are, and I'm telling everybody, everybody should have at least 3 positions. One position you run the company with, your own company. And then you should have one that you're like an insurance on the left that you're qualifying with 40 points, and one on the right that you're qualifying with 40 points. And the reason I tell you have 2 insurance positions, not that you're going to get paid on those positions because you're not going to grow them, but they're there just in case somebody didn't qualify you. You don't lose those points. See, you always have those, and somebody's always making money. You're always making the money. I'm sorry. Okay? Yeah, I hope you understood what I said.
Sandra Lawson from Facebook asks, do you have to be on auto ship and binary qualified in order to keep carryover volume, or just have an active auto ship?
No, you don't have to have not even an auto ship. You must buy at least 40 points of volume before your 30 days is up. It's just as simple. See, an auto ship is just convenience. Okay, it's convenience because in case you forget, it doesn't erase. It's there at a convenience. It's just charging automatically. That's what an auto ship does. Okay, but you don't have to have an auto ship. You can literally go on a $1 purchase, and then next month before that day, you order another $40 purchase direct, from your back office, direct company, and then 30 days before the 30 days is up, you order another one before the 30 days before that. So you keep doing that as long as you want for however long you want. Okay, but I would always recommend that you always have the auto ship, and the reason is convenience. Everybody is busy in their lifestyles. Everybody has something to do. If you forget, to buy your auto ship, you can lose all your points and not be qualified, and then you're going to be crying because maybe you didn't get paid for customer bonus, you didn't get paid for your binary, you didn't get paid for whatever it is, and you know what? Sometimes we forget at the wrong time because we're excited, we're helping somebody reach a rank that is powerful. So we're qualifying somebody as an executive in our team, or we're qualifying somebody as a regional director or national director, and because you're concentrating on that guy, you're forgetting about you, and you can forget about qualifying yourself, and then you lose all that money, all that check match, and everything else because you forgot. So make sure you have that in auto-ship. Make sure you got an auto-ship going at least with the minimum amount that you need, so you won't ever lose that.
Armand, in order to be promoted to new ranks in this company, you have to have the minimum auto ship from 40 to 80 and then to 120. Do you have to actually purchase more product or have an auto ship in prior to that promotion happening?
I'll be honest with you. The minute you find out somebody, let's just say you're at 80 points and you need to get to 120 points before that week is done, you have to Thursday, okay, to the end of the week cycle to buy that extra product. And to be honest with you, just for sake of programming, I would just buy $120. Don't just buy the difference, okay? Because what the difference will do is it'll qualify you for that period of time. Let's just say you had 2 weeks left on the old volume you had, and you bought just the difference in that time just to qualify. It'll qualify you for that moment. But once those 2 weeks are up, or the first one, then you're not even qualified with that minimum. See what I'm saying? So if you're not, just buy the whole 120 on that week. You're gonna need it. Buy 120, and from there make that your auto ship from there on. Okay, very simple.
Armand, Alicia Ivy Bowles from Facebook is asking, if a person enrolled IBO upgraded, how does that affect her directly?
If a personal IBO upgraded to a $1,500 pack, it's gonna be something fantastic for her because she will get a $750 fast start bonus every time they upgrade, and they're gonna make as a matter of fact, they have more product, they're gonna sell more, they're gonna grow faster. So obviously, if you have a team that is growing faster underneath you, you're gonna benefit a lot.
Armand, Michelle Cornish from Facebook asks, he says, I thought personal volume and customer points roll up to the sponsor above. Did I hear you correctly when you said we can make ranks from our customer order?
Yes, ma'am. Your customer order fall into your pay leg. So let's just say, for an example, let's give you a scenario where let's just say you are a binary. You have a binary. You're only qualifying your binary with your own personal. That's 40 points, and your own personal. That's 40 points. But there's nobody in between selling nothing. Okay, there's no real binary there. There's nobody growing the business in your binary. Okay, but you're just qualifying with 40-40, so you're qualifying your binary. But you do have a large customer base. Let's just say you have a big store. You're moving a lot of customers. A lot of people are buying your product. 25% is going to roll right into your pay leg. So you're going to have, let's just say, 1,000 points rolling to your pay leg. It's going to qualify you 1,000 points. But since you only got 1,000 and the other one is 0, you're not going to get paid on that right now. But then the following week, you have a carryover of 1,000 on one side, which was your pay leg, and you have a 0 on the other side. Now, your new customer volume from that week, the new week, was another 1,000 points. That 1,000 points will flow into the other side because the one with 0 is now your pay leg. So now it'll accumulate 1,000, 1,000 automatically your director. Okay?
Natasha Fitzhugh is asking from Facebook, I'm still not understanding volume points. Do we get volume points only when we order in the back office, or do we get it both in the back office and in customer retail?
You get volume points in both. If you're buying, let's just say it's your own auto ship. Your own auto ship, you will never see the volume points. Your upline will see 100% of what you purchase. Let's just say if you purchase today 40 points, the people are going to see above you are going to see 40 points going upline all the way to the top. Okay, so thank you, come to the very top. So now if you're going to buy, if you have a customer you will see 10% of that volume underneath your pay lane. Okay, so that's how that works. So 10 points will go right into your pay lane where you're going to see it. Okay?
Armand, are check matches rolled over?
Are check matches rolled over? No. If you did not qualify that week, you lose the check match. So it's very important. If you're having a strong cat that's going to become that's making a lot of money, and you did not qualify, director, I would push to qualify before that week is down, because you will lose that check bonus that he's produced. Okay, it's very important. I'm telling you right now. Any other questions on your side?
Or a check match compressed? If you can get it because the person doesn't get it.
Compression. Great question. Thank you very much. If one of the questions, and I get this question a lot, is that we have dynamic compression, by the way. That means if you personally sponsored number one, okay, the very first person, and number one sponsored A, B, and C, okay, and number one does not qualify themselves that week. I mean, let's just say next week, it was his last week of the month, and he did not qualify. A, B, and C becomes your first generation now. Okay, they roll up to you as your first generation, and then whatever A, B, and C do, whatever customers or whatever affiliates they have underneath them becomes your second generation. You guys get that? Very simple. Okay, and that's called dynamic compression, and we do have that, and it is in the comp plan. And I forgot to talk about that. Okay. Any other questions we got?
Yes, Armand. Susie Lanier from Facebook would like to know if a new IPO comes in on NutriBurst for $200, will they still just have an auto ship of 40 since you have to increase the quantity to equal 200?
No, and this is the unfortunate part, because some people are getting in right now with the first order and mix and matching products, which is cool. I'll be honest with you. I do recommend everybody to do that. That way we're not touching on the T right now, and I think you get products faster. But it's very important that you look at the person you're inscribing, and not only look at their account, but look at their auto ship, because sometimes when you ordered for the first order, let's just say a NutriBurst, an ACG, a Techui, a Gano, a Chaga, and you're mix and matching all these products, sometimes they convert over. Most of the time they do. They should convert over to an auto ship. So that same order will become an auto ship for the following month, and people get very angry if that happens. So make sure you go into their back office right away after they place and they're active for the first time, and they already placed that order. Go in and change their auto ship to one item, whatever item they want. So that is very important right now that we are creating our packages at this beginning right now. Okay?
I have a question from Facebook from Therese Spencer. She would like to know what happens if a person doesn't work the business anymore on your first level. What happens when that person goes away?
That means the people on your second generation becomes your first level automatically. So all their directs become your direct sponsor. So you will get the check match bonus 50%. First generation will become all their directs. And then their second generation, wherever they are, becomes your second generation. Okay?
Armand, if a person is interested in switching teams because they're lacking training or guidance, how does one do that, or do you recommend it?
Yes. If somebody wants to switch or swap a team, because I get that all the time, people call on me, Armand, I want to switch over to your, direct to you or whatever. There's no way of doing it. You know what? I keep telling people, I would rather prefer that you stay where you're at. I'll help you out no matter where you're at in the binary. It doesn't matter. People want to, consider themselves like my directs, and what I don't need your check match for you guys to be my directs. To work the system. We will help everybody. Okay, everybody to me is the same. I need to make sure that everybody builds a story here at the company. That's what my objective is with Total Life Changes. It's helping as many people be successful. Now, if you honestly want to change over, the only rule we have is that you have to send in a letter of resignation of your spot. And then you have to hold off for 6 months without buying any product, without even being active, without doing nothing, okay? Not signing up with anybody else, and then you can re-sign up underneath the person you want. Okay, if you wanna, or that, or the second option is just not buying something for a whole year, and then you can sign up, not being any active on that spot, and you can re-sign up for somebody else. But I'll be honest with you, a year or 6 months of not doing anything in Total Life Changes is a long time to waste to not do nothing. I prefer everybody just do where they're at and work where they're at. You know what? Let's build, and let's build strongly. You got anything else? No? All good? Fantastic. Well, let's just say we'll give you a couple more minutes, my friends. If you guys something else you guys want to type in, we'll go with that. If not, we'll call it a night here at Total Life Changes IASA Live. I hope you guys enjoyed this, by the way, because we really wanted to do something that is powerful. I do the Power Hour every Tuesday, and I want to make sure that everybody is on the call and everybody is there. Let's make it happen. Let's make it large. Let's make it big. Guess what, my friends? This is about you. And you know what? It's not about Armand Puyolt. Guess what? A lot of people ask me, hey, they didn't put you on your business at home ad or whatever. It's not about Armand. I don't care who they didn't do or what they didn't do or what they did. You know what? It's about you. You know what? My story is written. I already wrote my story. Now it's about writing your story. It's about building every single one of you. I want to make every single one of you, not only six figures earners. I want to make every single one of you 8, 9-figure earners. That's not what it takes. It's not about taking you from one spot to another. I want to take you from tragic to magic. I want to make sure, my friends, that you succeed in your lifestyle. I want to make sure that your kids are better off in this world than you were. I want to make sure that your parents are very well taken care of because of what you have accomplished. I want to make sure, my friends, that whatever we do here in Total Life Changes is done for love. It's done for the people. It's done for who we need to help. Because what, my friends, I didn't grow this business to get rich. I didn't. As a matter of fact, when I first started it, my saying always has been, I'm not looking to build $1 billion business. I'm looking to build a business that everyone who touches this business, everyone who builds on Total Life Changes would make money. Just that simple. I want to make sure that everybody gets paid. I want to make sure that everybody gets well. I want to make sure that people like me who has 6 months more life left to live because of my cancer that I had gets their cancer away. Make sure that cancer flows away out of their body somehow. I'm not telling you that our products will cure anybody, but guess what? It's been the best, and it's been the best, tool in my life. Because I'm telling you right now, 5 years later, I'm still standing here, and I'm standing here strong. 5 years later, right now, no chemo, no radiation therapies, nothing. You know what? I'm zero cancer in my body. And guess what? I do believe one thing. I'm here in this world for a mission. It is not to make me rich. I'm here for a mission to help as many people as possible become somebody. To make sure that as many people who need the help, as many people who need to be successful, as many people who need that second chance has it. That's what this is for. That's what we built Total Life Changes. The threading between the layers when me and Jack first down together to build Total Life Changes, and it was just on paper. It was just basically an idea of what we were going to do. Guess what? It became that idea because we wanted to help the people. It's just simple. It wasn't about Armand. Guess what? Armand was doing very well with another company right before this one. Very well. Checks were probably almost as big as the ones we have currently. So it didn't have to do with money. It had to do with how many people we can help. I don't want my legacy, and I keep telling people this, my legacy is not going to be how much money I've earned in my lifetime. It's not. I don't want that on my tombstone. On my tombstone is going to say how many people Armand has helped this many people be successful. Armand has saved this many people's lives. That's what I want. That's what I'm about. So as many people, my friends, as many people are here in this company, trust me, I don't care where you are in this binary. I don't care. If you're part of this binary, if you're part of Total Life Changes, you're part of my family. That's simple. I don't care who sponsored you. I don't care where you're coming from. I don't care, what if we speak Spanish or English or Chinese or Mandarin or Japanese. You know what? We're all one. We're all one. And I don't care how far it takes. If I have to walk, if I have to go with, by donkey, if I have to ride a train, if I have to get by plane, guess what? If you need me, I'll make it happen. It's just that simple. Let's make it work. Let's make this event the biggest event, my friends, of Total Life Changes history. When a bully comes around and says and tells people, my friends, you can't be on there, you can't be this, and with lies, telling them you can't be on an ad because Jack Fallon told me that this presentation has to be canceled. Guess what? To me, that's horrible. Jack Fallon will never cancel one event of Total Life Changes. It doesn't matter where it is. And you know what hurts the most? But the gentleman who is building, the great, magnificent leader who Scott Ben is, my friends. Because he does this because he's caring for his people. He wants his people, he wants everybody in Changes to grow. And he's trying to make something happen, within his own team. You know what? He's working hard at it. And this gentleman has already spent the money for a room. He's already put together this event, and he's growing. And for somebody made it and says you gotta cancel it after you invested money, that's wrong. That's wrong. I mean that is telling somebody you're gonna lose your money. To me, that's wrong. Guess what? I'm gonna make it the best event I've ever done in my lifetime. So that's just simple. So everybody who's gonna make it to this event, my friends, you're gonna have some of the best training you have ever had in MLM industry. You're gonna come out with knowledge that's gonna take you from tragic to magic. You're gonna come out with some knowledge that's gonna take you not only, my friends, to the next level, but it's gonna take you to the top. It's just that simple. And here's the best thing about it. When people say, what this bully has said, that Jack Fallon said, guess what? We put him on the line with Scott Ben. Put him on the line myself. I put him on the line directly because I didn't want Scott, to believe it really came from Jack Fallon. So he had to hear it from Jack Fallon's mouth. Jack said, no, I did not do this. I did not say that. And guess what? Right away, my buddy, my best friend, Jack Fallon, my friends. I mean, that's the guy we've hugged each other. We've literally lived together for a long time, built this company. Guess what? He says, Armand, I'm there at the event for you if you need to. Right away. It becomes part of this. So anybody who came off the list, guess what? We filled it with Jack Fallon. So here's the deal. It's going to be Armand Puyolt, Jack Fallon, Scott Ben, and anybody who wants to come to this event. We already got about 5 regional directors and some national directors are already signing up and already saying, you know what, Armand, for you I'll go. It doesn't matter if it's my team or not. I'm going to be there for you. They're already going to fly in from California, flying from Florida, flying, there's some that want to fly in from South America right now because guess what? It's that important. The bullies don't push. We push back. So my friends, I want you to know that I appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. And I will never, ever take your confidence or what you do in vain. Everything you do for this company, there's a value to it. And I will always respect that. And I will always give you the thank you for what you're doing to build this company. This company was built, I'm telling you right now, to save my life. It has done that. Now it's here to save yours. So let's do it, my friends. Let's build the biggest, the most massive company ever. Let's do it together. Let's do it as a family. Let's do it right now. My friends, thank you very much for being on the Power Hour. This is Armand Puyolt, president of Total Life Changes and master distributor. Like everybody says, I am distributor 001 in this whole buying everything, the guy on the very top. So, my friends, God bless you. And God bless this beautiful company called Total Life Changes. Thank you for being on the call, my friends. We'll see you next week.